50 years ago this week, America lost a legend.
Soul singer Otis Redding and his band, the Bar-Kays, met an untimely death in a tragic plane crash right here in Madison. News 3's Jessica Arp has a look back at this historic event.
Lake Monona was ice cold on the afternoon of December 10th, 1967. No watercolor sky, no picturesque skyline. A dismal fog was over Madison when the unexpected happened to a twin-engine plane full of promising musicians. The memories live on in black and white of Otis Redding and his band, the Bar-Kays.
I keep singing them sad, sad songs.
The band had played shows in Nashville and Cleveland, their star rising in the music industry. Instead, that December day, they plunged into the water just off Tonyawatha Trail in Monona. A search over the next 2 days looking for 8 band members and the wreckage of the plane.
I first wrote about Otis Redding back in 1983.
For Madison writer Doug Moe, the memories are in black and white, too. His first story about the crash in Madison Magazine in 1983, looking at police reports and the mystery of what happened.
They were coming to Madison that Sunday to play 2 shows at the factory.
Moe has followed all the twists and turns of this story, from parts of Redding's plane ending up in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to the tale of James Alexander, a member of the Bar-Kays, who was on a different flight that December day.
To hear him tell that story of essentially waiting in the Milwaukee airport to get picked up by the pilot, and instead having the police come and having him, as he said, scoop me up and take me down to identify the bodies. Pretty chilling.
Meanwhile, the $3 ticket show at the factory, now Aval's Books, was opened by the Grim Reapers, a band we'd all later know as Cheap Trick, promoted by Ken Adamany of Last Coast Productions.
He was called the first time by police. They asked him, "Were you expecting an orchestra?" And he said no. And they said, well, there's been a plane crash with a band.
Adamany told News 3 in an email that, quote, what followed was disbelief and much sadness, also dismay and confusion. He says police advised him not to turn people away due to recent student unrest, so he opened the doors for a free concert and asked a local band frontman to, quote, go upstairs and open a window over the front entrance to inform everyone of the tragedy.
Please give a warm, funky, and long overdue Madison welcome to Ben Colley.
40 years after the crash, Madison welcomed back the only survivor, trumpet player Ben Colley, and dedicated a memorial to Redding on the roof of the Monona Terrace, noting that Redding's most famous song had been recorded only days before the crash and became a #1 hit after his death.
Sitting in the morning sun.
Colley performed the song in Madison in 2007. He passed in 2015. Now, some 50 years after the tragedy, remembered now in black and white, a local band is bringing Redding's music back in living color.
He's influenced so much music throughout the years that it's the fact that his legacy ended here in Madison really just kind of sparked, I don't know, a real journey through his music.
Don't Mess with Cupid aims to bring Redding's music to life.
It's fun music, it's feel-good music, it's uplifting, it's positive, it's got the life force in it.
They're paying tribute to Redding in a concert at the Majestic, a 9-piece band living history through their music.
It's hard not to feel the connection, you know. It's I feel like that the community really shows up for Otis, and I feel like that's one of those things that we're lucky, but also, you know, it's just so tragic, you know, that he died here and that he died at such a young age.
The memory of a 26-year-old sitting only blocks from the bay.
That tribute show going on as we speak tonight at the Majestic. A live look at that event.
News 3 has also taken a look back at music landmarks you may not know are all over our city. You can head to channel3000.com to see our interactive map of hotspots.
Don't Mess with Cupid right there on stage live at the Majestic.